Okay, good afternoon, dear students.
Good afternoon.
Okay, so how was your weekends? Was it good? Enjoyed?
Of course, for me, my weekend was a blast. I went to Langkawi the other day, just for a trip, 3 days.
Okay.
I wish I stayed longer, you know. The beach there, the environment was pretty good. You know, there's a Turkish restaurant there. The food is fabulous.
Okay, so you enjoyed your weekends?
Yeah, thank God
A
for
good
that.
vacation. So, Taksha, how about you?
For me, it's quite hectic because I got a lot of assignments to complete, and it's about 3 to 4 assignments I did in a day.
Students' life. So, how is your progress? Is it okay?
Yeah, everything is almost complete.
Alright. So, weekends was good and ups and downs. Now, it's Monday, so I don't want to start with something dull, something boring, so let's start with something interesting. And since the class is all with girls, I think it will be interesting for you all also.
Yeah.
Okay, before I introduce the topic for today, let me do something, a small warm-up. Okay? Let me stick this. Alright. These two pictures. As you can see, this represents a female, sorry, alerted, okay. This is a female and this is a male, okay. So here, my question here is, when you see this picture, when I say about female and male, what are the common duties or responsibilities that usually a male takes place and a female takes place? For an example, okay, when we talk about female, the first thing that will come to my mind is that they always take care of cooking, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what else? Laundry, house cleaning, okay. Children,
Gardening?
children is their most important duty.
Yeah, they feed them,
Gardening,
teach them, and everything.
alright. Then, what else? I'm very sure this is not the only duties that are taking place because they are too busy handling a lot of stuffs.
Yes, but this is the most stereotype of the society that women does, like
Yes.
house and those things.
Exactly.
But nowadays, it's not all of this. They do extra work, which is basically near what men does. They go out,
Okay.
they work, they earn salaries, unlike women before us.
Working. Some are working and some they are not even allowed working. Even now, some women they are not allowed to work. Okay, but as we can see, like these are the common things women are doing nowadays. Okay. What about the men?
Driving?
Okay. Driving. Working is actually working. Working is an option for women but not for a man. It's compulsory for them. And then what else? See. Even now we can see it is very hard, right? For you to
Yes.
think about what are the duties that male usually does in their life compared to women. A lot. A lot. What else? Is that the only work they're doing? Like I can give one example. Like if women they are taking care of children, men they takes care of report card because the authority is only on them, right?
Children's education.
Okay, children's education,
Okay.
as in the rules in report card. Okay, here you can see that the work here, it is not equal. It is not equally divided. From here, we can actually guess what is the topic that we are going to learn. Any guesses?
Ecology.
Nearing there somewhere. Our topic today is about feminism. Okay. Feminism. All right. All right. So now we are going to do a very short, quick activity, and it's using our very favorite application, which is Kahoot application. So let me fix with my stuffs, and you get ready with your gadgets. It's on, right? Yeah, it is. So now, go to Kahoot, and I will open with the game pane. We are already here. So Kahoot application, to answer the questions, what you have to do is that you have to key in the game pin number given 5180684 in your phone, and then you will be into the answering session. So here you have few questions, like 6 questions in it. You have to read the questions correctly and answer. The answering session will be in your phone. The questions will appear on the screen. And you have to know we have time limitations. So read quickly and answer. Alright? So Hanu is already in. Next, Taksha. Are you there?
Yep.
Okay, she's there also. Shall we start? Alright, can we start? Okay. 6 questions. And here we go. Unfortunately, their marriage ended in divorce. 2 options: connection and separation. Which one is the right answer? Click according to the color.
The time's up. What the hell?
Alright. You have time limitations.
Seriously? Okay. I think you won this round.
Alright, next. This is your scoring. And let's go to the second question. The lack of emotional nutrients and feedback is a major part for marriage problem. Let's look at the scoring. Okay,
I'm right now just pressing so I won't.
the third question. An answer. Time's up.
Again, I pressed it.
And Hanu, what is wrong with you?
It turns off immediately. Whenever I read the question, I look and it's not there.
Okay, next question. Read the question quickly and press the answer.
I don't know. Damn.
Look at.
Damn.
Okay. Again. Next question. Question number 5.
Thank God.
Alright. Let's see the scoring. Okay. Thank God. And this is the outcome.
What? What did you press?
Your answer is wrong.
Both of us.
Alright, the last question.
What?
Let's look at the scoring. Okay, so from here we can see that Hanu answered 1 question correctly and Taksha answered 5 questions correctly. Well done, good try. Alright.
She was busy studying all weekend. I was busy partying.
Now what we are going to look into is vocabularies. Just now in Kahoot application you have answered few questions, few sentences. So I've picked the vocabularies and now we're going to learn the meaning of the vocabularies. Alright? The first word is
Divorce.
divorce. Okay. As you all know, divorce is the part of speech is noun. Okay? So unfortunately, their marriage ended in divorce. So based on the sentence, what can you suggest about the meaning of the word divorce?
Separation.
Separation. Alright. Okay, it is a good guess. The action or an instance of legally dissolving a marriage, meaning separation. They are no more together. Right? The second vocabulary will be ramble. Verb. Ramble is verb. Okay, let's look into the sentence. She is getting old and she tends to ramble a bit. So based on the sentence, the meaning of the word ramble.
Maybe he's
Nagging? Talkative? What else? Hanu. Okay.
Maybe it means like she says stuff that not supposed to be shaky like that.
Shaky. All right. So let's look into the meaning now.
Okay.
It is to move aimlessly from place to place. Sort of nagging. Yes. The third one. Monogamy. Okay, Taksha, read the sentence.
When my mother divorced, my father was cheating on her and ignoring the rules of monogamy. She filed for divorce.
Alright, so any guesses?
Based on the sentence, like the rules of married people, like you shouldn't be with someone else.
Okay.
Maybe it's related to religion. I don't know what's the origin of this word.
When my mother discovered my father was cheating on her and ignoring the rule of monogamy, she filed for divorce. Meaning that because of monogamy, she decided to divorce. So something negative, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the meaning is the state practice of being married to only one person at a time. So it is more or less about loyalty. So knowing that the father is no more loyal, so the mother decided to file a divorce.
Is it a religious word? Because, what's the origin of it?
It is about the sincerity of human being. Okay? Okay. Let's look into the next word. Nutrients. Okay. Read the sentence. Yeah.
It's possible women find dog owners more attractive as it shows their capacity for commitments and nurturance.
Nutrients. Yes. Any guesses? The
Mature?
meaning of the word nurture.
Is mature?
Mature?
I don't know.
No. That's not the answer. Okay, nutrients means attention, love, or care that we're giving. The love, care, and attention that you give to someone and something. Okay? Next. Sympathize. Read the sentence.
He sympathized and put arm about her shoulder.
Okay. Any guesses about the meaning? Yeah. Sympathize. What does sympathize means?
Feel sorry.
Sorry, exactly. Correct. To feel sorry for someone who is in a bad situation. When they are in a bad situation, when they need help, when they are in trouble, we sympathize them. We feel sorry, we feel bad on their situation. Alright.
Next we would be, I would be explaining on the strategies and the very important strategies in reading skill, which is skimming and scanning, and as well as contextual clues. So let's look for skimming first, which is used to quickly gather the most important information, or just, it is not essentially to understand each word when you are skimming. Run your eyes over the text, nothing important information. Use skimming to quickly get up to speed on a current business situation. So basically, when you do skimming, you are looking for general information. You are not going into details. So it's like exactly the same when the stones skim and hop from the water. Just quickly like that. Let me compare skimming to males. Usually males, they are just looking for general ideas when you are talking with them. They would not go into details like, you know, like us.
Yeah.
You know, we wanted to know every single thing that happened or that situation. So let's just compare skimming to a male. Let's look at the examples of skimming. When you skim, usually when you are reading the newspaper, you quickly get the general news of the day. You would not go into specific things. Sometimes, you know, you don't have time to do that. So you just like, you know, you just read the titles and just the general thing. Magazines can be another example to quickly discover which article you would like to read in more detail. Business and travel brochures to quick get informed. Let me give you another example. Like, since you are a student, you usually do a lot of assignments, right? What you are having like 4 assignments, you say. So usually you already know the title of the assignment. So what you are going to do is you go and search in the Google, but you would not click every article that it comes that it shows on, right? You would just go for what you think it is good for you or what you think it's relevant to your topic. So basically, we are using skimming without realizing that we are doing it. Okay? You are doing that, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, but how to skim? Basically, when you skim, you read the title if there is one. You read only the title that you are searching for, that it's relevant to your needs. Second one, read the introduction or the first paragraph if there is one. So let's say you open this particular article in Google, in the internet, and you don't want to read the whole research or the whole article. So you would just go for the first sentence, the last one, and you wanted to see if you really have the information for your assignment. So you would not go into details, just the beginning, so that you will not waste your time on it. Third one will be read the first sentence and of every other paragraph. So maybe they have many paragraphs on that essay. You don't need to read every single thing, you just go for the first sentence. Not any pictures, charts, or graphs. Maybe even a picture can, can attract you to that particular article or research, that it is relevant, of course, to your needs. 5 will be not any italicized or bold-faced words or phrases, and then read the summary or last paragraph if there is one. So maybe you would not go even looking for the first paragraph or something. You may just go for the conclusion where they will summarize the whole passage or the whole essay, and you see if they have enough information for you. So basically, these are the things that to use when you are skimming instead of wasting your time and reading the whole thing. Moving on to the next strategy, which is scanning. Scanning is a reading technique to be used when you want to find specific information quickly. In scanning, you have question in your mind and you read a passage only to find the answer, ignoring unrelated information. So basically, as what I just explained, skimming, we can compare it to a male. While scanning, you relate it to the female, where you will go to the detailed things. You have something in your mind, and you just wanna to look for what you already have. Like we have sometimes the questions, right? What she is doing, where is she going? So you will look for the answer of your questions in details. You don't want to do just one thing. Okay, so when you are doing scanning in your reading, how to do it? It's like you are just looking for specific information, not the general information. You will go into details. You have something, and on that thing you are searching for, on that particular passage. Sometimes you will scan for specific keywords, dates, or names. Like if you have you are trying to search for a specific science, and you know his name, but he have a lot of words. So you would just go and just find the things that you need. So the example of scanning, Google search list on the internet, a pass, airplane schedule, a conference guide, and a graph. And can also be, what is it again? Can I? Sorry for my mistake, guide. Okay. So I can give you another example, which is telephone numbers list, where you wanted to search for a specific name. So you go scanning for that particular name only. Okay? Do I make myself clear? All right. So let's look how to use scanning. So basically, when you wanted to scan a reading passage, you state the specific information you are looking for. The second one, you try to anticipate how the answer will appear and what clause you might use to help you locate the answer. For example, if you were looking for a certain date, you would quickly read the paragraph looking only for numbers. As I told you just now, you are just looking for a specific thing, either a name, dates, numbers, or keyword. Use headings and any other eyes that will help you identify which sessions might contain the information you are looking for. Selective read and skip through sections of the passage. So you want to understand what you are looking for. Comparing it to the skimming, you don't know what you are looking for, but you know what you have, but you are looking for you just quickly search for your information, while scanning is where you specifically looking for some in details exactly. So these two are very important strategies used in reading. Even though you might not use it, you may not know it, but somehow you are doing it. There's another one called contextual cues. Let me use this part. So I already teach you this. Contextual clues, actually, now we used it, but somehow you didn't know the name of it. Just now, I teach you on vocabularies. I give you the sentence before giving you the definition of the meaning of that particular word. But you tried your best to guess what is the meaning of the word from the sentence. Hannah, you are always doing that in everything, I know this. So, what about you? Are you using this? Somehow, of course you are using. So basically, when you are using this strategy, you can, if you don't understand the particular word in a passage or in any sentence, you would look to the wording before that word and the sentence or the wording before after that word. So you will guess, or you might put the synonym of the word or the antonym of the word so that you will see if it's fit that sentence or that particular passage. So this is how you, like when you read and you don't understand anything, it's not necessary you would know every single word over there. You might find some difficulties in understanding some vocabularies, so you can use this strategy. So I explained these 3 strategies because now I'm going to give you a passage. Okay, and I hope that you understand these 3 strategies and we will be using them while you are reading the passage. So if you don't understand anything, you might ask me right now before handing the passage to you.
No, we're clear.
Clear? Sure.
Yes.
Okay, then I will give you the passages right now. But don't read it first. Read it first. Okay, so let's give skimming and scanning a try by reading this passage. But before you read this passage, let me just remind you again, skimming is for general information, while scanning is for specific information. So what I need from you now, you read the title for me.
I want a wife.
I want a wife. Okay. Reading this title, what do you think that you are going to read about? What is the passage going to be about exactly?
A man that wants to get married.
Obviously. Okay. So, hold on. So let me read the first paragraph, and then you would continue with, you would read it by yourself.
Okay.
All right? Okay. I belong to the classification of people known as wives. I am a wife, and not altogether. Incidentally, I am a mother. Not too long ago, a male friend of mine appeared on the scene fresh from a recent divorce. He had one child, who is, of course, with his ex-wife. He's looking for another wife. As I thought about him while I was erranding one evening, it suddenly occurred to me that I too would like to have a wife. Why do I want a wife? So basically, the author did this passage or this short story when she was thinking about her male friend who just got divorced, and he had one child and he wants to get married. And as what we can see, that male friend already talked to her how he wants his second wife to be, like what his needs. And after listening to him, she said, I too would like to have a wife. Why do I want a wife? Okay, so I want you now to read the first passage of the story. Once you finish, let me know. So before going deep into the bar graph, do you know what strategy you used just now?
We scan.
We scan, exactly. You just scan because why? Because you looked into specific details. You read everything. So what about if I ask you to skim that bar graph? What are the things you would look to? The first sentence of the bar graph and the last one. That one is skimming. And while reading in details, it is scanning. So now, after reading this bar graph, what do you think about the man needs?
Basically, he needs a servant. He doesn't need a wife. He needs a robot that does everything for him.
Exactly. So from the first bar graph, you can see what is the needs of the man and what is the passage is all about. Right. So I will give you 5 minutes or 4 minutes to read it all, and then we discuss about it. And if you find any word that you couldn't understand, do ask me. Done? Did you read it all? Okay, so now you already use the scanning skill, right? Where you read in a specific, you read all thing, or you skim, Hannah? Did
No,
you
I
skim?
scanned.
Huh? Sure.
I scanned, yeah.
Okay, so now let's go to the first paragraph again. What I want you to do is give me a few keywords. You scan and you give me the keywords of that paragraph. Just one will do. To
Keywords to answer the question why I want to write.
it's when you do the scanning. It's what is the keyword of that paragraph? What it's talking about? What is the information over there? What are the things that the man here wants his wives to do? It's like, for example, in the third word, I want a wife who will work and send me. So work and send me is the key word. This is what he wants his wife to do. So what are the other things, the key words of that paragraph? Take care, exactly.
Sure.
Okay, just give me another one. Sympathize, exactly, that's correct also. Okay, let's move to the second paragraph. So what I want you to do here in this second paragraph, I want you to use the skimming strategy where you just look for the first and the last one and you tell me what you think is the body of that paragraph is. I want a wife who will take care of my physical needs. The end of the sentence, I want a wife to go along when our family takes a vacation so that someone can continue to take care of me and my children when I need a rest and change of the scene. What do you think is this paragraph about?
This is a paragraph about a man's needs who wants a perfect wife, that he wants to live freely, carelessly, and he wants the wife to do everything.
Exactly, that's the thing. So without even looking to what is inside, you would know from the first and the last one. Okay. So is there any words when you are reading the passage that you find difficulties in understand?
Yes, there's a word I couldn't even pronounce, so I don't know what it is.
Which one?
It's horse, D-O, Eurus.
Where is it?
Right there.
All right.
Second page.
Okay. So as what I just taught you right now, the purpose of giving you a brief or of contextual clues is that you need to figure out the verb or the vocabulary or any words by looking to the first sentence before that word and after that word. So Hannah, since you didn't understand that word, can you read the whole sentence for me from the beginning?
Okay, from the slash,
Mhm.
that they are past the.
No, from the beginning. I want a wife.
I want a wife who takes care of the needs of my guests so that they will feel comfortable, who makes sure that they have an assurity that they are past the what? Horus, the Umair, something like that.
All right.
That's the word
Mm-hmm.
that they are offered.
All right. Give me a minute. Thank you. Did you find it?
Yes.
Maybe you understand the word, or even you don't understand the word. Okay, try to use the strategy that just now I taught you, so that once I finish, I would explain to you. Last one is So I picked the first sentence of just the first part. I did not write it all since you already have it and I have it here. So just the first one and the last one. Okay. So basically that word is a French word. But even though if it's a French word, we can guess the meaning of it by looking at these two sentences or even looking to the words that before that particular vocabulary. So here it's stated, I want a wife who take care of the needs of my guests. So basically this sentence, it talks about what? His needs about his guests, right? The whole sentence, what he wants his wife to serve for his guests, right? He stated here to make sure that they have an ashtray and that they are past that word, and then that they are offered a second helping of the food. So what he is stating here is how his wife will take care of his guests by what is she's going to serve them. Foods, right? So the first one, the needs of the guests, this is the key word of the sentence, and then that their coffee is served to them. So it's all talked here about what she gonna serve, drinks or food. So basically, that word is about food. Okay? Horse divorce. It doesn't pronounce like this in French, but let me give you the clear pronunciation so that you put it in your mind. Okay. Ode era. Can you hear it?
Ode.
Ode is a French word. And actually, the meaning of this word is snacks.
Oh.
So he wants his wife to serve snacks to them before even serving the food, the original dish. So basically, this is how when you don't understand any word, you might even like you think of a synonym of anything and you put it. If it fits the sentence, maybe you are almost there to that word. Or you look to the sentence before that, the wording that is before the word and after the word, so that you guess the meaning of it. Do I make myself clear?
Yes.
Sure. Do you understand it? Do you understand how to use this strategy?
Yes.
100% sure. Okay.
Do you have a word? Do you have a word that you
Okay students, now I am going to give an activity which is very interesting. Okay? It is a presentation based on your drawing. Okay, are you interested? A piece of paper for each one of you.
Okay.
And then color pencils. Okay, what I want you to do is sketch a picture which is sticked to the theme of feminism, and then pick the words from the passage that really impact you after reading the story. Are you clear with my instruction?
Yes.
Okay.
So we can draw
Anything, but it has to be related to feminism. Don't get so tensioned. It's a really interesting activity. You can draw whatever you want. I just want to know your creativity level.
What if I don't know how to draw? You're gonna deal
Even
with
you can draw a shape. It's not so tough. Okay? very interesting. Thank you, Miss.
This is a hijab.
She's from her friend. And then write down the words of the passage. Depends. Thank you, Miss. Okay, Dakshani done with that. How about you, Hannah?
Yeah, but just writing the words.
Done? Now I would like to call Om Dakshani to present a picture. Come. With your drawing.
Yes.
Okay, now I would like to call Om Dakshani to present her picture.
Okay, hi. Hi, Anna. Okay, this is what I draw. And this part is like is heavy duty and this is less duty. So this is male. Literally the story is everything is he depending to the wife and he's forcing the wife to do this and that, everything A to Z. So the wife's duty is very heavy and she need to take care of everything. Meanwhile the man is relaxing. So the words that I choose for wife is she need to be independent lady, she need to be supportive, good nurture and take care of the children and special care for the husband, the guests and the children and everything, household, laundry, cooking and everything. For him, he is doing nothing but depending to the wife. So this is my point.
It's equality.
That was a
nice sketch.
Thank you.
Okay, now Hannah.
Okay. Mine, I drew my feelings. You know the emojis that you have in your phone and your gadget? So basically this is the cat emoji. This cat is angry, frustrated at the same time because of the word that I read inside that story. You know, a house cleaner, takes care of children, understand him sexually, and if he had a chance to replace it, he would. These words just made me angry and frustrated at the same time. That's why I sketched this. Because, I mean, on top of all that duties that she does for him and for his children, he's planning on replacing her. And on top of all that, he wants her to be perfect in bed as well. So basically what he wants is a robot and not a human. True.
That was a good.
Thank you very much.
I'd like to play a video which represents the gender equality.
Gender inequality doesn't make sense on any level. By marginalizing the rights of women, we deny ourselves the opportunity to lift millions of men, women and children out of poverty, not to mention the chance of a just and fair world. From birth, girls and boys, women and men, are expected by society to play certain roles and behave in certain ways based on tradition, religion, and other beliefs. These behaviors are learned and shape the gender norms in society. Unfortunately, in many countries, gender norms create disadvantages for women. Often, girls are not sent to school. When they become women, they then have limited ability to earn money or realize their potential. Rural women play a major role in agricultural development. However, in many developing countries, women cannot formally own land. Without land, they cannot get loans to invest in their farms or businesses. This also means they have no control over the use of land or the benefits that come from it. Men generally control the household decisions, like how to use the family assets. These disadvantages are often reinforced by practices that limit women's access to services like training. Cultural beliefs can also restrict women's opportunities, such as in parts of Zambia where women cannot paddle their boat as it is considered bad only. The result of these issues, women remain poor, and agricultural production cannot reach its potential, perpetuating poverty and hunger in the developing world. The social norms that limit women's opportunities need to be understood and then changed. By taking a gender-transformative approach, we can influence social norms and bridge the gaps in access to resources and services between women and men in a lasting manner. Change is needed on many levels, and both men and women must be involved for this to happen. Research and development organizations need to invest in programs that promote gender equality alongside improving productivity and income. Policies that consider individuals and increase women's access to services and resources. Communities need to support women as farmers and entrepreneurs. Increasing women's voice and agency is a valuable gift in its own right. When development organizations, policies, and communities support the perspective of women, we have a chance to reduce extreme poverty and boost shared prosperity for girls and boys, women and men around the world.
Students have video. Okay, based on today's topic, what are the moral values that we have learned from it? Yeah, moral values.
The value that we learn is are very strong-hearted, they can bear, they can do everything. They are physically and emotionally very strong. Yes.
Yeah, that's true. We're stronger than them, we're smarter than them. Instead of taking their permission and doing anything, we can be independent by ourselves and we can change to all that. Yeah, that's true. Based on today's topic, gender equality is very important in everyday life, and then men should treat women equally. That is very important. And then we have learned skimming, which
looking for general ideas, and then we have learned scanning, which is looking for specific ideas from the passage, and then finding the meaning using contextual clues. And then you also have learned new vocabulary and the meaning of it. Okay, thank you for coming for the class today. Thank you very much. Enjoy that. Students have video. Okay, based on today's topic, what are the moral values that we have learned from it? Moral values.
The value that we learn
Humans are very strong-hearted, big and bad, and they can do everything. They are physically and emotionally very strong. Yes. Yeah, that's true. We're stronger than them, we're smarter than them. Instead of taking their permission and doing anything, we can do it dependent by ourselves and we can change to our life. Yeah, that's true. Based on today's topic, gender equality is very important in everyday life, and then men should treat women equally. That is very important. And then we have learned skimming, which is looking for general ideas. And then we have learned scanning, which is looking for specific ideas from the passage. And then finding the meaning using contextual clues. And then you also have learned new vocabulary and the meaning of it. Okay, thank you for coming for the class today.